2 minutes-ish of Torah on a wildly humid summer day. I don't know if I'll even make it 2 minutes. When I was in college in the early 90s, there were 3 campus newspapers. The Socialist, when socialism wasn't cool, Daily Cardinal. There was the Badger Herald, which was conservative, but I'm sure they wouldn't pass the ideological test of today's Republican Party. And there was the Onion, which back then was a black and white weekly. And there was always kids, freshmen, who weren't the early 90s version of media savvy. You could say, look at this, and hold up the Onion, and they would believe whatever ridiculous headline was there. Because they weren't media savvy, because they didn't have a proper filter, and they had to learn not to believe everything that you read. Why do I bring this up? One, it's intensely true today. We know that social media is being manipulated by forces that want to have us believe headlines that may be exaggerating the truth, misstating the truth, or bringing out or emphasizing something beyond its need for emphasis. The Torah portion teaches us the same thing this week. In Eikev, Moshe hammers again and again in a very pedagogical way that you have to, Shema Tishmu, you have to listen closely, you have to yadata, you have to know your history, and you have to pass along across generations ways to understand what's real and what's not, because in your life, Moshe says, you're going to encounter falseness, and you're going to encounter feelings even within yourself that are leading you astray. And he'll say it again and again. Sometimes the inside of the Torah portion is that sometimes the feelings can come from within us, that will feel something is true and will look for things to confirm it. And Moshe says you have to guard against that. You have to guard against confirmation bias, having things, just looking for facts that confirm what you already believe. Rather, you have to understand the larger picture. Moshe said it. It's in the Torah from thousands of years ago. It was true 25 years ago when I was in college, and it is even more true today. The same part of human nature that leads us to want to believe things that make us feel better about ourselves can lead us astray. We have to be discerning consumers, very discerning. And it was true when Moshe taught on the banks of the Jordan thousands of years ago. It's true in Madison, and it is super true today. We should have that knowledge, and we should be blessed with it this week and throughout the year. Shabbat Shalom.